What is up, Fanatics? This is typically where I would say it's 8 p.m. on Tuesday, but you know what? Today we've got a special show, and it's 7 p.m. on Thursday. Now, you might be asking yourself, what's this craziness? How is he a Virgo and also not following the schedule and doing something weird? Well, we have special stuff to talk about today that takes precedence over all of that Virgo-ness. And to talk about that stuff, we have a very special guest with us, Emiko. Hey, say hi to everybody. This is where you say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
I like it.
How you doing?
How you doing? Hey, and speaking of that, there's a Friends reunion coming up. I know, it's like an unscripted one evening special event thing or something.
Right.
So super cool. But that doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters right now. Do you know what that is?
Ice cream? Two things that matter. No.
Not
even ice cream? Seriously?
No, this is better than ice cream.
Okay.
Do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them, or you want me to tell them?
I think you should tell them, and then I should expand on it. How's that?
Well, we can do that too. So, as everyone knows, this last year and a half has been a really difficult time in the world of hi-fi. One of the things that I love is something that we've not been able to do, and that is go to a hi-fi show. See how I made it rhyme all the time? But that is now coming to an end, because in June 11th, 10th?
11th, 12, and 13.
11 through 13. The show,
right?
The home entertainment show is back in living color and here to astound and please everyone that is a hi-fi fanatic. And leading up that show is our esteemed guest this evening, who's going to tell us all about the show 2021 and why you should be there. And if you don't have tickets already, man, it's getting kind of down to the wire to figure this one out.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty thick. So yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this show. What's going on?
So first of all, thank you for having me on, Giles. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And
absolutely, love to have you.
Hi, everybody who's in internet land right now. I am full disclosure and disclaimer. I got my second COVID shot this morning, so if I start to do anything like glow in the dark or turn into a zombie, just kidding. But I'm feeling slightly the side effects. So if I start slumping over, you'll know why.
We'll just push the end broadcast button and be like, see you guys at the show.
Bye. Right, exactly. Yeah. No, but yeah, this past year has been very trying for, I think, all my brothers and sisters in the audio and hi-fi community and in the industry as a whole. Manufacturing has been up, which is great. Sales have been up, which is also wonderful. People interacting virtually, finding creative ways to share their love of audio, hi-fi, home theater, music, all wonderful things. Human connection. Boo has not happened.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah. So we are very... if you had interviewed me 2 weeks ago, I would have said we are delighted and slightly scared. But now I can say we are absolutely delighted to be kicking off the 2021 and 2022 season as the first show in the United States. I believe we might, I don't want to speak out of turn, but we might be the first show, period. Don't quote me on that. To be back, live and in person.
I think you are the first one to come back after the time of troubles.
No pressure. Wow.
No pressure.
Wow.
No pressure.
Yes.
And and I'm excited for this one personally because this is my first The Show.
Right. And it's always awkward to say, this is my first The Show, because we have to put that article before the word show.
Because it doesn't really mean, because it's not really it's actually an acronym.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
For the
so it's my first The Show.
Right.
Yeah, because it's all about being entertained at home, right?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. So what is the show all about, right? I mean, what products did they have there? What's being showcased? I mean, what is the deal?
So this year, I'll start off immediately by quelling everybody's concerns and managing expectations. We're going to be smaller than usual because we want to keep things small, safe, but mighty. And that's our our motto. This year, we've got no less than 7 premieres, world premieres, and audio show premieres, which we are unbelievably thrilled to be the show of choice for these manufacturers, these dealers, these designers. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I didn't even know what was being premiered, but I knew that Stenheim was bringing in something really, really, really huge. They're premiering a new loudspeaker at our show.
Awesome.
It will be the US premiere of that. And then they're going to be coupled with CH Precision is going to be supporting them, all supported through a really wonderful Southern California area dealer by the name of Sunny Components. AudioQuest is coming, Audience is coming, all sorts of, just huge, huge brands. And then we've also got a lot of rooms this year for folks that have never shown at audio shows before. We've actually got a really wonderful story that I've been telling in every interview that I have the opportunity to tell. There's a great brand new manufacturing company. I'm going to let everybody experience it at the show. I'm not going to tell people who it is because, well, I like people to be surprised. But there's a father and son duo who, if I understand this correctly, the way that it was told to me was the father would come to our show every year and has been coming to our show for, I don't know, literally decades. And he and his son decided during COVID to, or maybe right before COVID or something, to go into business with each other to actually take their love of audio and hi-fi to the next level and start creating loudspeakers.
I think I know who this is, but I'm not going to say it.
I think you do. Right. I think you do, but I want the world to be surprised. And they chose our show to premiere this at because it's such a, I think it's such a personal experience for them. And that's something that I will say our show prides ourselves in greatly. We're certainly not the biggest show in the world. We have had our ups and downs like any show has had, maybe some curveballs that other shows haven't had. But the one thing that I hear consistently from folks that come see us year after year is your show is always memorable because it's so human and it's so connective. And to me, if you want to go check out cool gear and cool systems and learn components and educate yourself, this is the place to do it. You've got other great shows in the country, right? You've got Rocky Mountain, you've got Expono, you've got the Florida show, you've even got Pacific coming up in 2022. So you've got a fair number of shows to choose from, which I think is a wonderful thing. When we all choose hi-fi, we all win. But at our show, you get this extra humanness to it. And so that's something that we're really focused on even more so this year, because I think the lack of that human connection for the past, 14 months, right? Yeah, too long. So that's something that we're going to do it safely. We are following all LA County, California State, and Long Beach health and safety guidelines. So people don't have to worry per se. Obviously, everybody's going to be concerned. We want everybody to be responsible and stay healthy, but all of the mandate guidelines and suggestions are in place as well. So, yeah,
that's super exciting. I mean, it feels like a very long hiatus.
Yes.
Since the last time people have been able to get together. So this is outstanding. And I've been following along with the announcements for all of the vendors that have signed up, and I've checked out the website and I've looked at the floor map, and it's getting pretty full. I mean, obviously, like you said, it'll be smaller, but but for the scope, it's almost maxed out.
Yeah, it is. And I'm really pleased to say that our pre-sale early bird tickets are sold out. They're just gone now, which is amazing. Our regular price tickets are still available, obviously. And we want everybody who can be there to get one or get the 3-day pass, whatever you want to get is fine.
3-day pass is the way to go.
Yeah, I think 3-day pass.
It's too much for one day.
It's too much for one day. I've been telling people if you want to go this year for 2 days, like, far be it from me to negate us making money or whatever. But honestly, the show is going to be a smaller one. So 2 days, I think, will be perfectly sufficient. If you get that 3-day pass, I would use that third day to come back and mingle with a purpose. Ask your dealers, ask your manufacturers, ask your designers more questions. Get into the deeper level of why you're there, not just listening to the music and auditioning the systems, but really, this is an opportunity to ask them questions that you normally don't have a chance to ask them because the rooms are packed to the gills and people are waiting outside, or it's too loud, or, you know, all sorts of reasons why regular pre-COVID shows didn't allow for that as much. This is the show where you can really ask the questions and get the advice on your own home systems that I think people are wanting.
So what I'm hearing then is, since this will be smaller, you might be able to have, or you will be able to have, more FaceTime with the vendors, because there'll just be less people in line demanding, you know, their 2 minutes.
Yes, absolutely. And we have, the vendors are, some of them are getting really creative with the way that they're distancing and setting up their rooms. Some of them have, like, some of them are playing musical chairs. So when the music stops, everybody has to move. So one person has to move out of the sweet spot. So you all get to share, which I think is really creative. Other people have like an appointment thing where you can book time to come in to audition the system and take, you know, 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever, with them. Some people are just having a room cap and they're bringing an assistant to stand outside like that. So people are really stretching the boundaries of their creativity to make this work in a safe and healthy way that allows people that extra opportunity of FaceTime, which I think is really cool.
It is really cool. I don't know. Even if it was going to be stacked to the gills, I'm excited because, you know, I just want to go to a show. I want to go listen to some gear that I might not have heard before, see something new, you know, reconnect with old friends and have a good time, you know?
Yes.
And this will be the first time I've been on a plane since before COVID, right? I mean,
goodness.
I haven't traveled anywhere since then. So, you know, this is me bursting my bubble to get back out into the world. So I'm super excited.
Goodness. Well, we're really excited. I am able to now, although I can't talk about the details, but I can say one of the reasons that Giles is hosting this lovely interview for the show is because we're rolling out an ambassador program.
Ooh, you're going to talk about the super secret stuff.
Oh, okay. So I'm not going to talk about the details of it, but I'm going to talk about the bit that I'm allowed to talk about. And Giles
because I'm not allowed to talk about anything.
Giles has been so good. We've had a number of folks sign on. They all signed very hefty NDAs. Giles took it really seriously. He honors his commitments and his professional relationships, which I love. I think that's one of the things that makes you so cool in this industry is you're not like a backstabbing snake. It would be hard for snakes to backstab because they don't actually have arms. I just realized that. Anyway, that aside,
we just waxed philosophical.
We totally did. That is the question. So Giles is one of our first official ambassadors.
Official.
Yeah, this is great. You're going to see him at the show. You're going to see him doing his Home Theater Fanatics Giles thing that he does.
My thing. I'm going to do my shtick.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Gzilla did not get a 3-day pass to the show. I'm hoping it's going to be Giles, but you never know.
He just bought a single day.
Okay, good. So
single day.
The great thing about the ambassadorship is that we're the parts that I can tell you, which isn't very much until we make the official announcement about it, is that Giles and the other ambassadors,
of which I don't know who they are yet, so I want to know.
Okay, well,
I can't tell you. I know you can't tell us, but I'm just letting.
We get there.
I'm letting everybody else know that I still don't know too.
Yeah, this is
exciting.
True. This is
exciting.
This is very true. We are rolling out a number of really cool programs because COVID has given us a chance to think about stuff, and it has really given us an opportunity to listen to our community. not just the industry and our contemporaries and our colleagues, but our attendees, members of the press, folks like yourself, influencers, people that just want to love on hi-fi and educate and get people into the hobby on the journey, right? So there are a couple of things that we're rolling out that the ambassadors are going to be part of, and it's going to be a year-round thing. So it's no longer, I mean, we were not, ever since I came on board, we scrapped the whole once a year thing anyway, and we were doing events quarterly, but now this is going to be like a regularly, you can access the show 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through something called The Group, which I can't tell you any more about. I'm sorry.
Is it the Home Entertainment Group?
Yeah, T.H.E. Group. Yeah, mm-hmm. T.H.E. Group, right? Everything is branded T.H.E. And when we do our live events, we have, I kid you not, we have things called the cup, the napkin, the fork. Like, it's all branded.
That's awesome.
But it's great. Yeah, it's great.
It's awesome. That's cool.
You never forget the ticket, right? You never forget that. So Giles is going to be involved in those things. Again, he's going to look at me and be like, I don't know what they are, but okay, great. Sure, no problem.
I'm doing it.
Yay, whatever.
Do it. No, it's super exciting. I love, so, I do all this stuff online and do a lot of stuff with social media and make videos and all this kind of stuff. But the thing that I enjoy the most is this type of activity, right? So my weekly live stream is my favorite part by far, because I get to do it on a continual basis, and it's interacting with other people, right? So it's not just me sitting behind a camera like, oh, I got my line wrong, let me do this again. And then, beyond that, my second favorite thing is going to the shows. And the only reason it's my second favorite is because I just don't get to do it as much. So, this is a nice mix of all the parts of hi-fi outside of just, listening to the music and enjoying things that I really enjoy. It's the human connected piece, which you mentioned before, right?
I'm big on humanness, as we all know.
So I'm really excited to take part and participate and help promote and build and expand.
It's gonna be something that, I think I just figured out how to share this. Okay. It's gonna be something that is going to be available not just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but it's gonna be something that's available all over the world. And so to say that we are expanding is a very minimizing phrase to use, but I'll use that for now until we actually roll it out, because I don't want people to feel like, they're gonna, show's gonna pop up in every city, which is not true yet.
Well, I'm waiting for like the show Tokyo, the show Morocco, the show Istanbul.
Tokyo I got. Morocco and Istanbul. Well, Istanbul I get. Morocco?
Heck yeah. Why not?
Would that be like outdoor garden hi-fi? Like poolside entertainment stuff?
If that's how you want it, that's how we should do it.
I mean, I think that's a great idea. I dig it.
I'm down. It makes me feel like Indiana Jones.
I just got really confused by that.
I don't know. Morocco is like, I don't know. It feels like swashbuckling and, it's exotic and, people pouring tea and stuff. I don't know.
You have tea there. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's not Moroccan pulled tea though.
Well, okay. That's true. I'll give you that.
Where they go like this and they.
Right. Yeah. I gotcha.
I love it. No, I'm super excited. I can't wait to, find out the details and help, get the message out about what the future holds. So exciting times.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And we're going to have Giles and our other ambassadors hosting and overseeing certain things that, again, not allowed to talk about, but in various places and at various times outside of the 3-day show event. So that's a little hint for y'all.
So what I envision is, if you've ever watched like New Year's Eve, and they have the big platform in Times Square, and they have the journalists up there doing the show, looking down over the crowd of thousands of people, that's where I'll be. I'm going to be on the platform in front of the crowd of thousands of the show goers.
I just pictured you with Anderson Cooper getting really, really, really drunk. Sorry.
your mind wanders in
I mean,
interesting directions.
worse things could happen, honestly, than
So,
getting drunk in Times Square.
Let's cover some of the basics for the show, right? So
Yes.
for people that are not familiar,
Yes.
where is the show?
At the hotel, at the place. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be held at the
Everybody's like, what?
Is the whole thing just T.H.E. over and over again? Yeah, it's going to be at the Hilton Long Beach, 701 West Ocean Boulevard, Long Beach, California.
So
that's the address. Yeah.
So LBC and me going to be at the Hilton, and that's where it traditionally is held at, correct?
Well, so you speak of tradition, like we've had a long one. And while the show is decades old, it's moved from Las Vegas to Newport to Irvine to, then it was in LA for a couple of years. Then it went back to Orange County. And then in 19, it was in Long Beach, and 20 was supposed to be Long Beach. So 21 and 22 will be in Long Beach for sure. And we'd really like to keep that as our home base because it's such an easy place for folks to get to in terms of, if it's in Orange County, the LA faction, and sometimes the Riverside and San Bernardino County folks just go, it's too far, it's too far. And if it's up here, then everybody down there in San Diego goes, it's too far, it's too far. Long Beach seems to be quite a neutral location that is easily accessible. There's LAX, there's Long Beach Airport, there's John Wayne, right? Orange County's there. So you've got a lot of, and you've got like 5 major freeway arteries that go there.
So instead of people saying, it's too far, they go, I guess it's close enough.
Yes. Or the other one is they go, why Long Beach? And then I give the spiel and they go, oh yeah, that's true. Okay, right. And so they sort of, it makes sense to them all of a sudden. There's always, I will say this for us, we get questioned on a lot of things in terms of the methodology. There's always a method to the madness. So if you see us doing something that seems slightly unorthodox or out of the norm, just your default position with the show should be, there's something behind this that they're going to be rolling out. I want to know what it is, because her brand of crazy is very calculated and it works. And,
right on.
That's what we want. Yeah. So it's going to be in Long Beach.
So let's digress for a minute because it's me and I have to do this kind of stuff because I can't get it out of my head. Long Beach.
Yes.
Name 2 groups or singers or artists that are associated with Long Beach from your point of view. Which 2 do you think of as like Long Beach natives?
I don't.
You don't think of any?
I don't think. Well, remember, I just got the vaccine, so my brain is doing things that it shouldn't be doing right now.
I'm curious if anyone else associates Long Beach with any musical artists or groups. Because for me, when I think of Long Beach, the first group, well, these are both tied, so I can't say one another. But one of the 2 is Snoop D-O-double-G.
Yes, of
from
course.
the LBC.
Right, of course.
Because murder was the case that they gave me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
This is me going, he's going to start rapping again. Oh, my gosh.
And then the other group, I'm trying to think of their name, and it's escaping me now, which is horrible. They've got that song, and I don't know any of the lyrics, but I could make up lyrics. And it's like, I'm gonna sing it. You ready?
Okay.
I really don't know the words. Da 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 da. There's something like something margarita. I'm gonna take that gun and shove it down Sancho's throat and make him something about his punk ass. Come on, nobody knows what I'm talking about. And then they did the song the wrong way.
Okay, I'm looking this up. Because I just it's affecting me now.
Nobody out there knows this band from Long Beach. The lead singer died.
Oh, is it Sublime?
Sublime.
Legit? Is it Sublime? I was
yeah.
Okay, so I remember talking about the last time I talked about Sublime, I was 14 years old, poolside with the French diplomat's daughter in Washington, D.C. at the Sofitel on Wisconsin Avenue. That's the last time I talked about Sublime, no joke. So
I was trying to sing the Santeria.
Yeah. I heard the horn lines when you said. I was like, oh, is it some
Yeah, here we go. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, if I had $1 million, but I can't do it, man. I don't sing.
Go back to rapping. I never thought I would say that to you, Giles, but stick to rapping. You're good. You're good.
Don't diss me.
I'm not. You are a talented rapper.
I am something, but I don't know if talented is the right word. Oh, but
special rapper.
So not only will Long Beach have the show, people can go there, but there's all this musical culture in the city that I think people really aren't aware of. I mean, Long Beach is like right at the bottom end of LA County. It's at the north side of Orange County. It's right on the beach. I lived in Long Beach for 5 or 6 years, and I was right off of 405 and Atlantic Avenue.
Okay.
3113 Atlantic Avenue, number 25. I don't live there anymore, but I did for a while.
That's why you can give your address publicly now.
That's right. I think the zip code was, I can't remember, 90801 or something like that. Okay. 90807 or it was something like that. I don't know, but I loved it there. We'd all get together, me and my buddies, and we'd go downtown and we'd watch a movie, and you could go walk along, the beach, find your way out, and then wander all the way up to Manhattan if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's right. You can.
The Strand, and it's such a wonderful place. I really, really love it.
How long has it been since you've been there?
Oh, I've been in Colorado going on 7 years.
Wow.
And then I lived in the Inland Empire for a couple of years, and I was in Modesto for like 3 years before that. And then, so it's probably been 15 years since I've been in Long Beach.
Long Beach has changed a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
And it's I have to say this, it's very hip. That's the other thing that folks should know about the show is we are on top of the Record Store Day dates.
What?
We're record store. Oh, okay. Vinyl people, listen. Vinyl people.
You're speaking code right now.
Vinyl people, come.
We streamers huddle, are like, huddle. What are you talking about?
Vinyl people, analog people, huddle. Okay, so Record Store Day is something that happens. It's a national. Is it global? I don't know if it's probably global because because of the internet now, but it's a national event that happens. It's coordinated with lots of different record stores. They have a list of releases. Some of the record companies do Record Store Day bus tours where you can hop on and perform, and it's very cool. But this year it was brought to my attention that we are 11, 12, and 13 are right on top of Record Store Day because Record Store Day are 12 through 17 June, I think is what it is.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it is, because what that means is here's my take on it. Check this out. You get yourself a 3-day pass to the show. This is my sales pitch, even though I'm not in sales, I'm in marketing. You get yourself a 3-day pass. You hang out at the show for a couple days. Then on the third day, you go to Long Beach has some great record stores, like super, super mom and pop, really cool. Very hip, lots and lots of selection there. I go to Long Beach to get stuff all the time. So get yourself some vinyl, as they say, bring it back to the show, revisit the rooms that you love, hand it to your exhibitor. Hi, Mr. or Mrs. Exhibitor, can you play my song, please? I'd like to test it on the system. Thank you. And then
don't scratch it.
Yeah. Don't even look at it. Don't breathe on it. Don't touch it. Just
I need my pristine vinyl. No, I wonder if I'm going to be able to find my record player there.
Yes.
Because I still don't have my record player yet.
The answer is yes, and I'll tell you why. Ladies and gentlemen, here's something else that we're rolling out.
Here comes.
MoFi is going to be there supporting the show this year. And Lenny Mayu, who I've known for quite a while, who's a good friend, he is going to be guest DJing every day at 2 p.m. With a MoFi sit-up.
That's cool.
Yeah, which I think, don't quote me on this, I think, because I know it's going to be in Sonny Component's room, I think. So
he's going to be on the ones and twos?
Possibly, we'll see. But he's going to be guest DJing. They're going to be giving away T-shirts, all sorts of cool freebies and stuff. So Yes, Giles, the answer is you will be able to find your T.T. there because Lenny will school you and sit you down and load you up with something really neat.
You know how much Phi they're going to have at the show? Mo-Fi.
Well played, sir. Well played. Well played.
That's how much it's going to be Mo-Fi. No, that's cool. And Mo-Fi, they represent a number of different brands, which is kind of cool. So if folks aren't familiar with them, they should reach out, take a look, come to the show. If not, Google them and look and see what all they've got to offer. But yeah, lots of vinyl action going on there. And if I remember correctly, they've got like this crazy cartridge producer that's like out of Japan.
Koetsu.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know anything about cartridges, but that's the one I want.
Oh, Lenny, you and Lenny, I'll introduce you guys if you haven't met already. And
I haven't, but I want to meet Lenny because he's a legend.
Yes, he is very much a legend.
He is a legend. Everybody knows Lenny knows of him.
It's true.
Yeah, but no, that's the cartridge I want. Just because it's got a cool logo and I don't know.
It's a great. They make some really great cartridges and they're long lasting. They bring out. I think they bring out depth of sound in a way that others don't. Not saying anything bad about anybody else, just saying that the Koetsu cartridge is really, and I don't work for Koetsu. I don't have one. I'm just saying like, I think they're cool. And from what I can tell, they help add a little spice.
All I'm saying, Koetsu, you best have an extra one with you at this show.
You do know that I'm Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Emiko?
You have a conduit here that can like,
wax on.
I
don't know what that is. Is this Japanese in some way?
Yeah, it is actually. It's a. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. It's my mother and her friends used to do it. It's an old fisherman's dance.
No joke. Really?
No joke. Yes.
I've always wanted to do like a traditional tea ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that there's a name for that I don't know, but I always thought that would be super cool. One day, I want to do that in like Kyoto or something,
Well, okay. Sidebar. I'm going to tell you the tea ceremony story. Are you ready?
I am extremely ready.
Okay. Listen up, ladies and gents. So a few years ago, I went to the Santa Anita racetrack.
Is it still going?
I mean, not right now.
Is it still in existence?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
And that's horses, right?
Huh?
That's horses, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. But they do like weddings and film.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Like they do event stuff there as well. So they have this thing called the International Ramen Cook-Off.
Okay, I'm so down. I want some good ramen. Oh my God, I want out there.
So check. Okay, so I'm going to take you to the place, the best place. So
I'm holding you to that.
Okay, so we I was there with a buddy of mine who unfortunately I've lost touch with, but he was like, "Oh, look, tea ceremony." And I said, "Yeah, cool." So we went and traditional women dressed in kimono and everything in there. And my mom made me do tea ceremony as a child. I know how to do chado and Japanese flower arranging because that's the kind of every person that has an Asian mom, you grew up like that. So it was so interesting because it was all Asian women and their non-Asian, Caucasian, either friends or male partners or whatever, right? And so everybody's sitting there.
White dudes.
And the Japanese or Asian women are all sitting very like legs together, hands together, very nicely, right? And even like those second and third generation ones, like everybody became extra Asian all of a sudden. And there's everything's done with intention. So when you hand the tea bowl to somebody, you turn it and then you hand it in a certain way, so on and so forth. But the women were always, you served the men first. And it was so funny because this woman comes up with this, like, pretend this is a tea bowl, right? And she turns it 3 times. I'm left-handed, so I'm doing it backwards, but that's okay. And then she hands it, and she bows her head, and that's what you're supposed to do. And the dude, the non-Asian gentleman, not a gentleman, literally takes it from her like this and goes like this. And you saw every Asian woman sitting in that little circular area just go, like, it was so funny because it was such a cultural awakening for people to realize how
they probably called him a bad name in their head.
But you could definitely see everybody just looking at the guy going,
oh, stupid white guy.
So unfortunate. Yeah, it was really funny. Anyway, that aside, okay, so we're not going to have a tea ceremony at the show this
that ruins it a little bit.
John's like, I'm out. Bye. Sorry.
No tea ceremony. What's the point?
No, in 19 we had a signature wines. We had our own show wine. We had a Cabernet and a Malbec, and then I don't think this year we're going to do anything foodstuffs related because of COVID, right? So, but in 2022 we'll have some stuff.
You could hand out candy bars.
The bar.
Exactly.
The sugar.
The ceremony of tea.
Well, I think one of the exhibitors they have somebody that's a professional baker. And my understanding is, don't quote me on this, but last time I spoke to them, they're bringing prepackaged baked goods.
It's Long Beach, so there's like special baked goods.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. Just prepackaged, safely wrapped baked goods.
I can see it. They're handing out baked goods to provide a higher listening experience.
No, that is not what is happening. No.
Everybody be like, I'm going to buy whatever this gear is because it sounds good.
Can you just imagine? You need $9,500? I'll be right back. Hold on a minute.
I know.
Can you buy my Honda Civic, please? I need to get a turntable. Hold on a minute. I'll trade you.
It's so good. Yeah, no, I'm excited. And I'll definitely be at the MoFi demo DJ session with who?
Lenny.
Yes.
Are you high
with
right
Lenny.
now, Giles?
Do you understand me? No, I'm not. I'm good. Okay. I'm just excited because, man, there's so much stuff and meeting new people that I haven't met before, and this is the business.
It is, and I'll tell you the cool thing for us is, we surprisingly didn't get as much pushback as we thought we were going to get on this.
I thought you were going to get more too. I mean, not to be a negative Nelly, but I thought.
I literally thought we were going to get. I can't even describe to you what we had braced. Like, I had sat down with my team and I had gone, okay, here's probably what's coming. Here's how we're going to handle it, right? Like, you always have those pre-game sessions and stuff. And we're like, we're going to get out in front of this. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this, not to worry. And I was expecting this wave of hate. I'm not kidding. And I mean, we got 2 emails, one from somebody who called me personally an effing fascist because I said that the mask mandate was going to be in place. And then another
that's funny
email I got was from a lovely gentleman whose name I will not repeat, who told me that I belong in the kitchen and I don't know anything about audio. That was amazing. So
I would make a joke, but it's just so inappropriate that I can't do it. Dang.
Well, it's just like, you know what?
Can you even cook though? I mean, how would he know?
How would he know? What if my cooking is so bad?
So bad, exactly.
In hi-fi, right?
Yeah, because then you definitely don't belong in the kitchen, no matter what.
No, that's true. So kind
of like me.
The fact that we only got 2 pieces of bona fide hate mail was pretty cool, and
that's exciting.
All of our exhibitors have been really great. We had some that we have a couple that said they weren't coming, and now they are. I think as California gets safer, right? We have the lowest positivity rate in the country, or the second lowest, I think now. LA County just announced that 3/4, 2/3, I can't remember, but way more than half of its adult population is vaccinated, has had at least 1 shot. And then the numbers for the second shots are growing by the day, which is great. We're on yellow tier, which is the lowest, most open tier. And things are, we're asking people, if it's not mandatory, but if you want to bring your vaccine card to show that you've been vaccinated to help sort of bolster safety and comfort, you may feel free to do that. You're not going to be denied entry if you don't have a vaccine card. That's not a problem, but we do expect you to adhere to all the health and safety guidelines.
I think, if there are people that are not vaccinated but wanted to be, I think, if they got their first shot today and did Pfizer and they can get their second in 3 weeks, that would put their second shot on the first day of the show, which wouldn't be perfect, but it's something.
Better than nothing. Yeah, it is.
It's something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we did have the discussion with a number of our attendees who had written to us that said, hey, will you have an incentive for those of us that are vaccinated? And we were just like, whatever our personal beliefs may be, legally, we are not allowed to do that. So the answer to that question, unfortunately, is no, but we certainly are welcoming everybody who wants to adhere to health and safety guidelines. And look, here's the deal. You're not using your mouth to listen. You're using your ears. So as long as we're not asking you to put on a balaclava or earplugs, we're just, your ears are still free to listen.
Man, they're out there just listening to all these different pieces of music and experiencing the world. Yeah. You can be very gregarious with your ears.
You can be. Just please no ear-to-ear contact. We just ask that, maybe we don't do that as a rule, but
nasty.
Right? I'm just saying. That's for a different show. That's not our show. I don't know whose show that is.
It's not the show. That's
right.
A show. That's
a show, just not the show. Oh, which reminds me, we're also really excited because you're a digital guy.
Right? Oh yeah. I'm a huge proponent of streaming and brands like Rune and Qobuz, et cetera, et cetera.
Guess who is the official streaming sponsor and partner of the show?
Is Solomon going to be there?
Solomon and Dan Makta are coming.
Nice. Mm-hmm. That's cool. I've not met them in person before, so maybe a good opportunity.
They are absolutely lovely.
Yeah, every time I talk with Mr. Solomon, he's like, "Don't talk about my porn career," and I'm like, "I won't."
Why? He talks about it all the time. No,
I know. That's the whole point. No. I thought he was proud.
No, they're going to be there talking about. They'll be giving a presentation on streaming, new media, the future of streaming and music. Something that David and I go head to head on a lot is how artists are, and for those of you that follow me, it's no secret that I get mad at how streaming companies pay artists, meaning they don't. And so it's something that actually David Solomon and I have been having an ongoing, very meaningful, very valuable dialogue on how to change the culture of the industry so that people can earn a living through streaming and create more music that audiophiles and hi-fi enthusiasts can listen to and discover. And so it's a cyclical thing. So it's really cool. I'm really thrilled that Qobuz is going to be there this year.
And they've got a lot to talk about too, with all the news that's happened in the last few days around streaming. Oh, the world is a-changing. It's mainstream.
It is. And you're going to be appearing as well. Your face just got really red all of a sudden.
Well, I am getting some weird white balance going on right now. I'm like really pink.
Yes.
And I'm not sunburned, but I'm really pink. But
you're starting to turn into Ted Kennedy a little bit.
A little bit. That's scary. So what am I going to be doing again? Tell me.
Appearance. You're going to be so Giles is going to be doing I guess it's a seminar or a speech, whatever you want to call it, an appearance about I think we talked about you doing something about sort of the next generation, new generation, hi-fi stuff on home theater. A good shall I call? I guess we can call him a friend of ours. He did your logo. He did my.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, totally.
Right.
He's awesome. Dan.
We have Dan from Dan Spangler from Merge Creative is going to be there, as far as I know. And then the three of us will do a discussion on marketing,
on branding and marketing and all that stuff. Yeah.
And how important it is, not just for the exhibitors, but I think ultimately it's important for the attendees as well and the press, because hi-fi is changing, and we've always been. I feel like we always want to be getting out in front, and we always want to be a few steps ahead of the rest of the community in this. Not because it's a competition, but because the faster we can enact certain changes and growths the sooner the community at large benefits from it.
Yeah. So you just, you throw your rope out and people grab onto it and you just pull, right?
Right. Yeah.
And just lead the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's, we're not here to be known as the world's biggest show. We certainly are not trying to compete with Munich or Expona or Rocky Mountain or anybody like that. These are all our brothers and sisters and we love them. And we go to their shows to support and they come to ours to support. So it's not that. It's just like, but everybody has their thing, right? Everybody has the thing that makes them special. And our thing is the way that we roll out programming and I think the added touch of the human connection that makes the experience really different. You could see the exact same room at a different show and you'll have a totally different experience at our show because of this sort of, it's the people that really make it.
It is. And speaking of people, I think my next door neighbors I don't know what they're doing, but it sounds like it's painful and someone's dying. I don't know.
Is that what that
is? Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Do I need to read the Associated Press and Apple News first thing tomorrow morning?
I do live in Colorado, and shenanigans continuously. Continuously. Oh, yes. Rocky Mountain though, it's in the backyard here, so hopefully you guys will be able to come out and visit that show as well.
Absolutely. I just talked to Marjorie 3 days ago.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Announced, she's lovely. She's really sweet. Lovely. And she announced and looks good. I've only seen a couple of little announcements from her. I know she's just ramping up, right? So
because that's going to be in October, so it's still well down the road. Yeah, she's got time. Yeah, but it's like Rocky Mountain, and then the weekend after that is like Expona or something. I mean, they're Expona
and
changed the date.
Fest.
Yeah, it's all piled up.
It's this year really, I think it's difficult for a lot of shows, and that's another reason why we stuck with our June date. We did consider moving, but there were some mitigating circumstances to why we couldn't. Some had to do with the hotel, and some had to do with just where we were in relation to other shows on the calendar. And I know we all have to do what we have to do to make the business run and to make the industry run, but we like to be mindful of where other people are, because we know what it is to have to ship your stuff and then set it up.
Oh, I know. Making plans and then having to change them is horrible. But you've been pretty fortuitous with the way things have worked out over the last several months.
Literally.
I know. I mean, hopefully 3 weeks out, it's, nothing can swing the needle so far that things go crazy.
Right.
So I feel pretty confident about things. And, while I'm feeling confident, let's take a couple of seconds here, because I do want to call out some folks that are in the audience today. Yes. So Hi-Fi Haven has joined us. Roy R's here. We got Sound and Vibes by AAE, which I think is new to my show. So welcome. S&V by AAE. Scotty, welcome, Scotty.
Yeah.
Hit the subscribe button, man. Come on, you can do it.
You want to subscribe, believe me.
You can do it.
Scotty's great. I got to give a shout out to him. He's another big supporter of the hi-fi community. He's on Instagram. Awesome. He and I do a lot of hi-fi happy hour together. So.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah. Interconnect AV's here. Mad Piranha's in the house.
Yay!
Well, the turtle showed up. So what's up, Hi-Fi Turtle? Yeah. So
always late to the party.
And a lot of people have come in and out over the last 50 minutes. So I can't back up that far.
Right.
So thanks everybody for coming out and watching. And I really hope that for any of the folks that are interested in going to the show, that you take that jump and that leap and come on out and join us. I'm flying in, and I'll be there from Thursday through Sunday. I am just extremely enthusiastic and excited to be there. Not only is the show going to be great, it'll be my first time, so I can't say it's always awesome because I haven't experienced it, but I assume it will be.
It is. Take my word for it.
Yeah, she knows.
Awesome.
She knows.
I know.
But I also love Southern California because there's such a diversity of food that you can experience. There's a lot of music culture there. I mean, it's the entertainment center of the world. Maybe not for everything, but I mean, you've got a little bit of everything there. It's just super cool, super exciting, and I'll be there. So come on out.
What else do you need? And for the people that I know, we also have a group of people that are not feeling comfortable enough to fly yet, which I totally understand, right?
Yep.
There's no pressure, which sounds weird as director of marketing. There's no pressure to come to the show. Don't worry about it. But honestly, this year, it's really about being safe, being healthy, doing what you feel is okay for you and your family. And so with that in mind, with some of these programs that we're rolling out, like the group and the ambassadorships and things like that, you will have access to certain parts of the show. We're also looking at doing digital ticketing for some of it. So like the workshops and the seminars might be broadcast in a secure link so that people who want to watch at home can watch. We might look at broadcasting one of the MoFi DJ sessions, so the tickets will be infinitely less expensive because you won't have the full experience. But we're looking at that. But we're a small crew this year because of COVID. So bear with us. If we roll stuff out at the last minute, it's only because by the grace of God and the skin of our teeth, we were able to push something through, because the main event is, the show.
Yeah. And, I hope to be able to, just depending on how things work out with access and whatnot, to, give people a little taste too, right?
Absolutely.
Walk them around, live stream them, walk around the show and let them see what's going on. Obviously that's just, the barest of tastes of what things are like there. But, I know that when I'm not at a show, I really appreciate just getting a glimpse of what's going on and seeing what the facility was like, and just a peek into a room here or there to see what's going on. And we can say hi to some of the vendors, and they can say hi to everyone else, and just let people participate as best they can. And then for the folks that can pick up that ticket to get the streams of all the more significant content, that's even better, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. And we're working on a couple of, again, a lot of things that I feel like just a giant tease coming in. She'll be like, okay, we have these things, but I can't tell you any more details. We've got a number of things that are in the works with Cobuzz as well that we're hoping to roll out middle of next week. So what I would recommend also is if anybody who's watching this, or if you catch it on the replay, if you're not on our mailing list, excuse me, then you can message me or go to @TheHomeEntertainmentShow on Facebook, on Instagram. Don't do it on Twitter because I think Twitter's dead. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. But IG and Facebook, go there. Send us a DM. Say you want to be added to the mailing list. Or follow and subscribe, because you will get a lot of information, and there will be a lot of program initiatives rolled out so that we can include everybody. We want to include as many people as we can this year. We're not interested in doing a virtual show, but we are interested in giving people, like you said, Giles, the important sort of the meaty bits of things.
Yeah, remote access to the real show. Yeah, let people participate in whatever way they can. And if as we lead up to the show, I'm very happy for us to hop on here and do a 15-minute announcement and get that out to the Home Theater Fanatics crowd, and we can push that out on Facebook. And so folks, follow along here. Definitely follow the show and that Hi-Fi Girl too, which is Emiko's alter ego.
Apparently. I'm a bulldog.
That's right. Yeah. With a lightning bolt on your eyeball.
Yes.
It's like a superhero bulldog.
Well, that's Victoria, right? That's my dog.
So. That's her. That's Victoria. But we can absolutely do that too to help spread the word. So as these juicy tidbits become publicly available, we can get all that information out there as broadly as possible. Because this is it. This kicks off a whole new. I don't know what to call it. It's not a season, but the doors were closed, and this opens the doors again for the first time in almost 2 years.
Yes, and we're also not going back to the way things were. We've had the last 14 months to really do nothing but think about it. Really, it feels like the human race was grounded and sent to our rooms, right? So my team has really taken stock of everything, all the things that every year we say, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that, and then we get too busy and we push it to the next year. So this has been the year for us to sit down and go, okay, we're going to launch this, and this. And so a lot of what you're going to be seeing in the coming days, and for those that are coming to the show, we're going to be making announcements about 2022 and 2023 because we can. It's all planned out, which is great.
Awesome.
So and that's pandemic, no pandemic, locusts, flying frogs, whatever. We got this. Hi-Fi is here to stay. Audio is here to stay. We're going to power through this. And I think it's going to be something that, wait. Hi-Fi Turtle just asked, can he buy a digital ticket with Dogecoin? So one of the things that we are looking at is/are NFTs.
And if people don't know, those are non-fungible tokens.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I can't speak to the details of that yet because we honestly haven't decided if we're going to do that or not, but it is something that's come up in our planning meetings. So that may be like an 11th hour announcement if we decide to go with it. But we've been exploring some options for very cool NFTs on the digital side. And I can't say too much more. But
so we'll and for anybody who's interested in owning a episode of Home Theater Fanatics Live or one of the Home Theater Fanatics videos on YouTube, just let me know. They're going for $1,000 a pop. NFT is all yours forever.
That's right.
Yeah.
You should try to get the one where Giles discovers Gzilla and starts rapping. That's worth the $1,000, I think.
That one right? is rare. Yeah, that'll never happen again.
That was an early days.
Never coming again. Yeah.
I think I've got an archive of it somewhere.
Yeah, well, it's still up on YouTube, but that is the only copy that's in existence is the one that's in YouTube right now. I don't even have a copy here at home.
Wow.
I know. I'm depending on the YouTube to keep my archive. That's crazy.
Get your Dogecoin or your Ripple or your SHIB or whatever you're going to use. I don't know what you're going to start accepting, Giles, but
for me, I'll take any of them. I love crypto, man. That's a whole different conversation for a whole different channel, but man, crypto is always a roller coaster ride, but these last few days, woo, the highs and lows.
I have not been sleeping. I have lost. I literally wake up in the middle of the night and I go, I'm destitute. And then I wake up in the morning and I go, no, wait, I'm good. It's okay. You know,
just remember the golden rule. You don't lose if you don't sell. HODL.
Yeah.
HODL.
Well,
HODL. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, but
HODL is a misspelling of the word hold. Right. So, for people always get scared with cryptocurrency and they sell out, right? Instead of buying the dip, they sell the dip and they lose money. So the call to action is HODL, H-O-L-D. No, H-O-D-L. H-O-D-L, HODL.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he's got diamond hands. Oh, the turtle's got diamond hands.
Diamond hands.
Yeah, diamond hands.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Yes.
All right. So, well, we are at the top of the hour. Our time is coming to a close. Any parting words for our fond crowd today? Anything that they should also know that you can, that one last tidbit that you didn't think you could tell us about, but you decided to do it anyway, living on the edge, like that, not Journey. Who's that guy that sings a song about he's a cowboy?
Bon Jovi?
Yeah. Only one life to live. What is that song?
Giles, I love you, but you're
It's my life. It's now or never. Right? So it's now or never.
Wow. There's so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so much going on here at Home Theater Fanatics tonight. It's the karaoke.
Can we do karaoke at the show?
If we all bring our own microphones, yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
She's like, segue quickly, go.
The last thing, I'm trying to think, what's the last thing I can say?
Is there a last thing?
I will say this. And this is not, I'm not speaking on behalf of the show, but I sort of am. This is more like an Emiko thing. I recently launched a hashtag on Instagram called Hi-Fi is Healthy. And I want all of you to think about that as you go forward, especially hopefully as we come out of COVID times. Hi-Fi has really helped a lot of people maintain their mental health, their balance, their stability, connection to happy memories, connection to loved ones through music, through elevated listening experiences. And I think that and the same is true of home theater, right? It's like you watch a movie with your kids or you remember a fun time you went out to see a premiere of something at the theater with your girlfriend or your wife or whatever. So I think this year and going forward, my call to action for everybody is to urge you to dig a little deeper when it comes to why you're into hi-fi and actually what it's doing for you, how it's serving your experience and your life, and what you can do to be of service to somebody else in the community. Because that's the thing that's going to keep this going.
Awesome. Very wise words. Absolutely. Namaste. Or, in the words of Gzilla, you so nasty.
Is that a Gzilla thing? I got to get you branded with
You so nasty.
All right, I'm going to talk to Dan about branding Gzilla for you.
Right on. I need to trademark that or something. I
think we do.
So thank you so much for joining us and telling everybody about the show, what it is, how they can find it, and why they should be interested. Yes. I'll be there with bells on, maybe even literally. I don't know. Big cowbell.
Somebody's going to complain about like high frequency.
More cowbell. And everybody, stay tuned over the coming 3 weeks as we, run up to the show and all of the cool announcements that are going to come out between now and then. So I think things are just going to continue to become more and more exciting the closer and closer we get. So, man, if you can make it, I won't be like her and be like, oh, just show up if you want to. You should come. You should.
Giles is one of our ambassadors.
You should come because it's going to be freaking awesome.
It is going to be awesome. And every extra person that shows up, again, adhering to health and safety guidelines is going to help make it that extra next level. And I think this is going to be the year like this is the year when the unexpected magic and the unexpected surprises happen. So you don't want to miss any of those, whatever they may be. I may or may not know.
And a final quote for everyone. Do it. And whoever knows what that's from, you win the internet for the day. And we're not gonna wait for answers. The people just have to figure it out on their own. Do it. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys, I guess, in the next video. See ya.